On the afternoon of April 10, 2017, Kay Ivey was sworn in as Alabama's governor, becoming only the second woman to hold the post. But she wasn't elected. Instead, Ivey, who had served as Alabama's Republican lieutenant gov. since 2011, took over the office upon the resignation of Governor Robert Bentley, who stepped down as part of a plea agreement related to campaign finance and ethics violations. At the time, Ivey said it was a dark day for Alabama, asking for help and patience as she worked to steady the ship of state. It was slightly more than a year later that Ivey soundly defeated Tuscaloosa Mayor and Democrat challenger Walt Maddox to win a term in her own right. Now, Ivey, who at age 76 is currently the oldest-serving governor in the U.S., has announced plans to run for re-election in 2022. "There's a lot more work yet to be done," Ivey said this week. "We've created jobs, but we've got more work to do. That's the reason I'm running." If she wins, Ivey could potentially serve as Alabama's governor for 9 years, making her second in tenure only to George Wallace, who served for 16 years over 4 terms, though only 2 were consecutive. Alabama's governor has no term limits, as long as no more than 2 terms are consecutive, clearing the way for Ivey, who has only been elected once to the governor's office, to run again. Alabama is one of 28 states with term limits related to consecutive terms in office. 8 other states have additional time restrictions on governorships. 14 states do not have any term limits related to the governor's office. With no term limit issues in the way, there are other requirements, all of which Ivey meets. According to the state constitution, a candidate for governor must be at least 30 years of age, a resident of Alabama for at least 7 years and a resident of the U.S. for at least 10. So far, only one candidate, Opelika Minister Dean Odle, has announced plans to run for governor. Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth had previously announced he wouldn't run against Ivey if she decided to seek a second term. Alabama's statewide primary is May 24, 2022 with a runoff, if needed, set for June 21, 2022. The general election is November 8, 2022.